Hey guys, so this is something new that I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I just had the urge to start a podcast right now. I've been feeling very heavy with certain decisions that I have to make. And I'll get into that a little later on, but first I want to introduce myself. My name is Stephanie. I am the founder and owner of Natural Names Hair and Skincare. And I am a mother of an 11-year-old girl with so much attitude. I am also a student. I'm finishing up school in psychology. And I am a member of the Gospel Truth Ministry. I am somebody's daughter, somebody's cousin, etc., somebody's aunt, but I just want to share some things that have been on my mind, and I feel like it's needed because, oftentimes we go through a lot by ourselves, especially me. I'm always the one people go to speak about something, or I help them think through whatever is going on and give them clarity. But when it comes to me, sometimes I cannot do that for myself, and I don't have anyone to help me through that. But first thing I want to talk about is dealing with past trauma and literally fighting your way through it. For me, it has been very rough for the past few years. Just going through the motions and going through the thought process and the healing process of, me getting over or healing from things that happened to me in my childhood, things that happened to me in relationships that I were in, especially with my daughter's father. And it's been rough. Like, honestly, I've had mental and emotional breakdowns and things like that, and it's been, rough for me. But, what I've noticed about myself through all of this is that there's certain things that I just don't like. There's certain environments that I don't like. And when I'm in those environments that I don't like, it triggers me to have emotional breakdowns and mental breakdowns after a while. So, right now, I've literally just had a mental and emotional breakdown in my house out of nowhere. Because I've been just thinking about the things that, I've been doing, and I feel like I'm not being fulfilled. I feel like I'm not doing anything purposeful. I feel like I'm not myself. Unfortunately, I'm trying not to cry, but I'm a crybaby. But I'm really trying hard to keep it together. But I know I don't have to keep it together, but I don't always like going through these breakdowns because I can't get anything done. Right now I'm supposed to be doing my paper and I just cannot. I just feel very raw. Like, I feel like I just can't think clearly through the things that I need to do, and I don't want to do any of them. And as a parent and as a human being, you want to do your best. You want to be able to give 100%, but you also have to know that you cannot always give 100%. So for right now, I can't give 100%, and I just finished journaling and just trying to go through the thought process by myself right now. And I mean, I feel a little better, but it didn't help me completely. So where I am right now in my life, my business is not doing the best. And that's okay, because Rome was not built in a day. So I'm understanding of that. For as far as school, right? School is okay, but it's not something I want to do. It's not a desire for me. I'm just doing it, I feel like, because it's something that I need to accomplish because of all the things that I've been through in my past, especially, with my daughter's father. I was in an abusive relationship after my daughter was born. However, I was in a abusive relationship before she came, but I didn't realize it until after she came, if that makes sense. So I was physically abused, but that happened after my daughter came. Now, I was emotionally and verbally abused before she came, so the emotional and the verbal abuse did not stop. What happened was there was an addition of physical abuse. So I feel like because I went through all of that and it caused me to not be able to accomplish what I set out to do, now I'm accomplishing it, and I'm very proud of myself, because it wasn't easy at all. I was working full time, and I had my daughter, and I had a business. I still have my business, but I was going hard in my business. When I tell you I was going, at least I thought I was going hard, whatever. But I'm just saying, it was a lot. But I'm proud of myself because I am an honor student, and I have accolades, and I'm a part of honor societies and leadership societies, but that's something I'm proud of. But I'm literally still going through the motions. This podcast episode is not structured at all. I'm just speaking about what I'm feeling right now, because I know I'm not the only one. We have been through so much in the past few years, with all this COVID stuff going on. But anyhow, I just feel like I'm not being fulfilled every day. Something happened to me, and I had to get surgeries, and I had to leave work. So that was a drastic change for me, and it made me feel handicapped. I can't really speak about it because it's an ongoing case, but because of that, I feel like I lost desire. I feel like I lost passion for what I wanted to do. I feel like I lost all motivation for myself. And, I don't like that, because the type of person that I am, I'm a very hard worker. Not worker like a worker bee, but when I set out to do something, I go hard at it. And that's not only in my goals, that's also in my relationships and my friendships and things like that. When anybody that knows me, my friends that really know me, especially my best friends, they know that I go hard for everything that I actually care about, the things that I desire, the things that I'm passionate about. And because of this whole incident that happened, I no longer feel the desire to do anything. And it's not because I'm lazy. I'm not a lazy person. It's just, I think I'm mentally drained again. And I don't know how to get past this. Over the course of this time, I have been experiencing like a lot of mental things that have been going on with me. Like, I literally have been I feel like I've been fighting for my life mentally, and I just wanted to stop. I really wanted to just stop. Oftentimes we don't take time to really process what's going on, and that's something that a lot of us need to practice. I try to do it as much as I can, and sometimes I get caught up in the things that I'm doing, so I don't really stop and say, hey, deal with how you are feeling before you have a breakdown. So that's why it's good to journal. That's why it's good to take time for yourself. That's why it's good to practice self-care, because you have to take care of you. I mean, it's something that you cannot avoid. It's inevitable. It's something you cannot avoid. You have to take care of yourself, because if you can't show up for yourself 100%, we cannot show up for anybody else. And I've been showing up for people, but I haven't been taking care of myself. I keep saying, I'm going to journal. And I haven't been. I don't have any desire to do anything. I don't know why. But that's just something that has been weighing on me. And the environment that I am also has an impact. So if you notice, like, environment is everything. You know, I always preach that environment is everything, because when you're in the wrong environment, it can really, really slow you down, and it can really affect your mental health and your well-being in general. So the environment that I'm in, not a lot of people know, but I live with my family, and I don't like being in a house full of people, because I can't think, I can't process, I can't create the way I want to. You know, I don't like a lot of things. So as I'm going through things, and as I'm growing in the seasons that God is putting me in, I'm noticing a lot of things. I don't like loudness, you know. And in my house, my mom is loud. Like, my daughter, she's loud. You know, she's loud. She got a little hint of Jamaican in her, and then we Spanish, and then it's just a lot. She's loud. My daughter's loud, and I have to tell her, like, hey, lower your voice. I understand you on the phone with your friends, or you're doing whatever. Tone it down, because I can't think. You know, when there's too much noise, I can't think. And noise doesn't have to always come from volume, right? I just had to delete my Instagram because it's noise. I deleted Instagram, I deleted TikTok, I believe I deleted Twitter. I can't delete inactivate, whatever. I deleted apps, but I can't delete my business page for Instagram, because I have people contacting me sometimes through there. But the noise comes not only in volume, like I said, the noise comes from social media. You're seeing everybody doing all these things, and sometimes it's not what it may seem. But because of what you're looking at, it's the perception. You know, social media will make you think you're not doing good. And I think that's what kind of was happening to me, because I envision a life for myself that is, I don't want to say like, okay, I'm a little bougie. Everybody knows that. But that's how I envision my life. I envision a bougie life. Not a bougie like stank bougie life. No, like luxury, like living in luxury. Like, I like certain things. I like certain things a certain way. I envision those things. Like, I envision, like, you guys ever see, like, on either like Instagram or TikTok, or just pictures of people organizing their like kitchen and like containers, and it's so clean and just like OCD'd. That's me. I like stuff like that because I like order in a certain manner. Like I don't like routine, but I like order to a certain extent. So that's how I envision stuff. I envision things like that. Even relationship wise, I envision certain things. I envision a relationship where I feel completely safe. I envision, us doing activities and just going out, or just being in a house and just being in each other's presence. I envision certain things, right? So social media will make you think that you're not doing good in life, and it caught me. It caught me again. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not happy where I'm at today. I feel like I'm just existing, and I've had a conversation with my sister-in-law literally probably yesterday, or I think it was yesterday or last Friday, one of those. But I feel like I'm just here. I don't feel like I'm doing anything, and I'm watching everybody just excel, and I'm just like so down on myself because I know I can do so much. I know I can do so much more. I know that I have the capability of being this phenomenal person. I know I have the capability of being one day a philanthropist. I have this idea that one day I'm gonna be a humanitarian. One day I'm gonna be able to do so much for so many people because I know what it feels like not to have. Know what it feels like to feel like you're stuck. Feel like no one wants to help you. Feel like no one notices you. Often play like I often do things where I hide myself, and not just like hide myself, like isolate. I do isolate myself sometimes when I feel like I need to, but I'm talking about hiding like it's like I shrink myself, and that's not good, and that's not something that we should do, because it's a form of social anxiety, and I know that. Not that I don't like people, I love people, but when I don't feel like I'm comfortable, that's what I do. Or when I feel like I don't want to be bothered with whoever's in the environment I'm in, I do that. But it has to stop. In order for me to grow to where God wants me to be, in order for me to take on the things that I need to take on and go through the seasons that God is putting me in, and grow and learn and excel and get better and give and serve others, I have to be mentally and emotionally stable. I'm not saying I'm unstable. Things happen. We're human beings. But what I'm saying is that I don't feel like I can move forward and doing the things that I need to do because I keep having these breakdowns. And back to the environment thing. My house is not a good environment. For what I'm doing is not a good environment. First of all, I'm the first generation entrepreneur in my household. Nobody has ever attempted to do what I've done. Nobody. Okay? Everybody works. My mom works for the Board of Ed. My grandmother used to sell life insurance. She is retired. My aunt is an architect, and her girlfriend is the supervisor for occupational therapy. Like, they work for other people. I don't like working for other people. I don't like routine. I don't like being told like, oh, this is when you're gonna take break. This is how much money you make. I don't like that. I feel like it's I feel claustrophobic, if that's something that you all will understand. It's like I feel like I'm in a straitjacket. Like, I feel confined, and I don't like that. So for me, I like to make my own rules. I don't even like following rules. Anybody that knows me knows I do not always like to follow rules. But I understand them. But however, my environment is not good for me and where I'm at right now. So oftentimes I'll take trips for a few days away by myself and to just relax, think, go through whatever I need to, and whatever. And it helps, but then I have to come back home. So right now, the best thing for me is to figure out a plan to leave my house. But that's going to take some time. So your environment is very important. You don't want to keep putting yourself in environments that's going to make you feel like you can't be you. I feel like I cannot be me. I feel like I'm confined to certain rooms in this house and I don't like it. Right? So when you feel like that, just like go for a walk or just do something for yourself that makes you feel at ease. But I just really wanted to like share those things, the thoughts that were running through my head, because it's just a lot to process. I don't have anybody I can talk to that is, I don't want to say in a higher place than me, but somewhat of like a mentor. I don't have that. I'm more so the person that everybody calls for advice and things like that, but I don't have anyone to do that for me. However, I am having a session with my therapist tomorrow. But this is just some things I want to talk about. Like, I'll be talking about mental health a lot. And I'll try to get some guests on here as well. This is my first one. I don't even have a name, child. I don't got a name. I don't got any artwork for my podcast. Nothing. I just felt the need to do this. Like, God just, I just put it in me and just was like, listen, move. But we have to take better care of ourselves. That's most important. You can't only just pray. Like, yes, we can pray. Listen, I will sit here and talk to God for hours if I have to, crying, everything, like tears rolling down, like snotty nose, all of that, the crying for real, right? But you have to do other things to take care, because yeah, we can pray, but you have to put action as well, and right now I'm just feeling, I'm in the stages of feeling what I'm feeling and letting myself feel what I'm feeling. And I'm going to change my diet again, because I feel like every time I go back to eating meat, this is what happens. So I am going to be planning to go back to a plant-based diet, mostly whole foods, vegetables, fruits, and things like that, because that's important as well. The food that we eat also affects our mental health. My Instagram is not on right now because I need a break. However, I will probably, I don't even know. I low-key want to just delete my Instagram for like 6 months. I'm not gonna lie, because this is a distraction as well. But I do want to just people to hear these conversations, whether it be just me talking or me and someone else. But my goal is just to be able to make people feel safe about talking about the things that are affecting them mentally and emotionally, and even physically, whatever it is. Especially when it comes to parents. I don't care if you're a single parent, you with the person you had a kid with, just parents in general. parents who are entrepreneurs, parents who are who have careers and things like that, because I mean, I don't know if there's a space for it, but I haven't found the space really for it, so I'm here. Thank you, whoever is listening, for listening. This is my first one. It's kind of long, but just thank you for listening. Oftentimes I feel like nobody hears me, and that's another thing. Nobody hears me, nobody pays attention to me, so I never want to do anything, because it's like I feel nobody's gonna listen, nobody's gonna watch, nobody's gonna care. So oftentimes I don't even do anything because of that. But if anybody is listening, I just hope that, like, if you are going through something, just find ways to you don't even want to cope. You want to heal. Find ways that will release the things that are affecting you. If you need to see a therapist, see a therapist. If you need to journal. If you not even need to, if you feel the urge to see a therapist, journal. Go for a walk. Go get your nails done. Go to the spa. Whatever you need to do to feel better, do that, okay? Do that. If you can't go to the spa, make one in your house, okay? Listen, I sell products, so if you need some face masks and things like that, I'm here, okay? You can follow my business page at Natural Napes on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. So it's natural and then NAPES. When my Instagram gets back on, it's The Thickeneer on Instagram and Twitter. But like I said, take the time for you. Make sure you're 100%, and you'll be able to give to others. You'll be able to serve other people. Hold your head up high. Be proud of yourself. You're not alone. We are all going through these things. We all have battles, right? And some are worse than others, but we all go through it. And you have to find a way to heal from the things that you are going through. You have to find strategies to bring you back, to reality, and to help you get through things. But whoever you are that's listening, I love you for listening. I hope that you got something out of this. And until next time, practice self-care. Thank you.